This episode, I'll show you how to make a broiled salmon steak. This meal is very quick and very fast. Actually, the oven takes longer to heat up than to actually cook the salmon steak. Or if you have a smaller broiler type oven, you got to use that as well, which is sufficient. Well, this meal is very fast and requires just salmon, olive oil, salt, and pepper, a broiler pan, and the oven. You start by preheating the oven for broiling, and I found by placing the rack in the second position below the broiler. Don't put it all near the top, otherwise the salmon may burn. Now, starting with a single fillet of salmon, I bought a pack of 2, so I'm only going to cook 1. I go ahead and drizzle both sides of my salmon with the olive oil. Then I'm going to turn this fillet over with the meat side up, skin side down. And I'm going to use my fingers to spread the oil around the salmon fillet evenly. This will actually help the salt and pepper to adhere to the salmon. Then I'm going to sprinkle pepper first, and then my salt over the fillet. And then when the oven is preheated, I'm going to put the baking pan in the oven, and I'm going to set for 7 minutes. This is sufficient because I find that putting it on the second rack, and for 7 minutes, my salmon is ready. So when broiling is complete, your salmon is ready to eat. While we're waiting for our salmon to cook, let's review the history of salmon. Salmon is derived from the Latin word salmo. Salmon was abundant in both the east and west coastal waters of North America, and in the Northwest, salmon is also called the Alaskan turkey. In 1840, New England began canning salmon and shipping across the country to California. But in 1864, that's about 24 years later, the tables were turned due to overfishing in the Atlantic, and California began shipping the salmon back east. Today, Atlantic salmon comes from California and Europe. There are roughly 8 species of salmon living in the North Atlantic and 5 species living in the Pacific. About 75% of salmon is harvested in fish farms today. Well, our salmon is done cooking when the meat has become white throughout the fillet. You can eat the salmon by itself, or you can serve with a serving of wild rice. Enjoy.